So I think it goes without saying that the title of this video may or may not give away what's going on here, but a lot of things in my life have been changing. There's a lot of things that I've been doing differently and different things that I've been growing out of and into. And as of recently, I definitely made a very life-changing decision, but I'm absolutely happy with it and there's absolutely no regrets. So I waste time, might as well unveil the inevitable. This is the no dreadlock Adrian. He's got a mohawk now, guys. Look at that. Yep. I still love my Tams, by the way. The Tams aren't going anywhere, but yes, the dreads are gone. Documenting the haircut, I definitely delayed on because I wanted to do things correctly. I wanted to settle in and know what I'm doing with myself and to know what I'm doing with my hair before I, do all this. So to kind of put things in the context of why I did what I did, I had a couple reasons. I was concerned about the thinning going on my head from over the years of the overworking and over maintaining that I've done. Nobody's fault in particular, but I wish I could have just gone back and let things go with the flow. And with that being said, I still loved my dreads for sure, but there were just a couple concerns I had. And the other one being that right on the top of my head, if you guys remember from my past videos, I had a couple dreads that were flat. Those ones got especially overworked, and I kind of gave myself like minor traction alopecia up here, right around there. It still might be a little bit thin. I was losing a decent amount of hair, and I had almost like a bald spot for a while, and I was concerned about it. Not that my hairline is going back or anything like that, but I was just, all scared about male pattern baldness and all that. So that was a concern for a while. And then other than that, I was just ready for some change, man. It's been a long 4.43 whatever years of having dreadlocks, and I do miss them so much. I don't regret what I've done at all, but I do miss my dreadlocks a lot, and I'm very much looking forward to another set down the road, so long as my hair recovers in the way that I would like it for it to. I want to regain all the volume that I have on my head, start fresh. Everything on the side here obviously should be fine, but everything on top to gain some integrity back before I get back into that. So basically what I did was, starting around the 10th of August, I believe, or a little bit earlier than that, I started brushing out the back. I started with the area that I thought was thinning, just because I was concerned and I really wanted to see what was going on there. Didn't look too bad, still have hair there, so it was all systems go on that. What I basically did was I brushed out everything that you see here. It was a little bit wider. There were dreads probably here that I took out too, and I brushed out the shape of the mohawk. And then all the dreadlocks on the side of my head, I cut down towards the root, kind of like made it a little stump, and then I just I cut them off there and I pulled them apart and had that, and then I had that obviously buzzed off and faded. It's not much of a fade right now because I messed with it. I went over it with a 1 because I needed to clean up for something and couldn't really afford a haircut in the given moment. After about a week and a half of brushing, only because I was being a little lazy with it, I was hanging out with friends a lot. I'd be right over here on this couch. We'd be sitting here smoking, brushing out my hair or whatever. Nobody really helped me. I did it all by myself. Not that they wouldn't have, but I was kind of dicking around, so it took an extra amount of time. Lots and lots of coconut oil, and the dreadlocks that I had brushed out on the top of my head, man, were they full of residue. I'm going to be making a video very soon in the future about not oversaturating your dreadlocks in shampoo, because I ultimately paid the price for it for sure. And with all this being said, my dreadlocks were very healthy, but like I said, I had a couple of reasons and a couple of concerns. And I also, this was an amazing summer. I wanted to kind of be able to go in and out of the water freely without having to worry about the next 5 or 6 hours waiting for my dreadlocks to dry, or waiting to do this, or having to shower, or having to get sand out of my hair, or whatever it may be. It helped. It put a lot of tension off the summer as well. One thing I've noticed is that my head does not feel any lighter. A lot of people say when they get rid of their dreadlocks, your head feels lighter. Mine does not. It kind of feels just about the same because I kind of have a big ass head anyway. Yeah, probably comes as a surprise. I don't think a lot of people really saw this coming. People that were close to me, I had mentioned to it, had gone through a crisis or two about whether I was actually going to do it. And I knew that at someday I was going to brush them out, but I didn't think it was going to be yet. I was considering holding on till the end of year. Could I have done that? Absolutely, but the breath of fresh air when I experienced this new haircut and got to run conditioner through my hair once again was just so relieving and so revitalizing. I very much enjoy this short hair lifestyle. I'll give you guys a quick 360 as the front. So basically I went and I had seen this design online at first. I wanted like a mohawk with a fade. When I first got it, I left all the dead hair on top of my head, so it was just like frizzy, broken, damaged, split hair, and it was not cute. It looked like a mullet, but now we've gotten it to like sizzle out and be more of what I actually wanted it to be. Yeah, so what does this mean for the future of this channel? This is not the end of my time here with you guys. I plan on doing things a little bit differently now. I noticed a decent while ago that having a channel centered completely around dreadlocks wasn't my thing, especially since, you know, there's always room for innovation and more information to circulate, but I was at a point where I was kind of covering things that most people already knew. All I could really do was throw my own adaptation of style into it. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I want to kind of change things up. I want to make content that is a little bit more realistic to my life, about my adventures, my interests, my this and that. Obviously I've gotten much more into like piercings and stuff. I have give or take some of them since the last time you seen me, but I finally got my double helix and my daith and all that. I have a retainer up here and my industrial piercing actually closed, and you can see a big old scar there. It is not cute, not pretty. Yeah, I've been wanting to talk about piercings a lot more. I was running like a body influencing nudist blog for a while. I had a blog and Instagram and all that. Things a little bit slow right now. Having some troubles getting things to stay where I want them. Taking some time to figure that out, but I'll maybe talk about things like that, and I want to integrate everything that I do in my life into this. I don't want to burn out my only resources so quickly. I want to try and make things diverse on my channel. So yeah, going forward, I do want dreadlocks in the future again. I do not regret cutting them off at all. I love my hair now. I have re-fallen in love with my hair being outside of dreadlocks. However, I do feel like they are still a part of my life, and I feel like they will always be a part of who I am. And if my hair revitalizes itself to the standards that make me happy, or to the standards that I wish, then I am all systems go on starting another set from scratch. Baby locks, I'll do it again. I'll be ready. I'm gonna rock this for a while, you know, get a couple more fades, grow this out more, maybe then I might trim it a little bit more even and start growing from there. Because I do say that the best of journeys do come to an end. So what do you think? Not too bad, huh? Some of you people have actually never seen me without dreadlocks before. It's funny because I started this channel centrified around dreadlocks, and here we are 4.3 years later, and the journey has ended. I feel like the decision to cut my hair aligned perfectly with what I wanted in my life right now, especially going into the past few months of my life, and I am grateful of everybody that supported the decision. I have not had any negative feedback. Looking forward to seeing all of my dreadlocked people, all my people who are still locked up need to carry the torch in my honor. So everybody, thank you for joining me once again. I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on. I think this is one of the more drastic changes we have obviously seen on my page, given the subject matter that I keyed in on mostly. Here's the new chapters, man. This has only been one of the many new chapters in my life that have opened up lately, and I'm very grateful for everybody that I have around me right now. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. I love all of you. See you soon.